Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kortiwada. In this video, we will learn advancement of createStore. So createStore in a complex logic, how we will execute and how it is different from our nested reactivity and how it makes our life very easy to implement some complex logics which are like objects inside a signals. So let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code and see how we can use this advanced createStore. So let me go here and I'll just try to explain you what we did in our nested reactivity video. So what we did is I have created a signal with a set of users and I want to display these users in our UI, and whenever the user clicks on this add random user, it will be adding a new user to our list, and that list will be iterated and we will be getting the values. This we have achieved by using create signal. And now whenever I click on the delete button, for every record we have something called as delete. Whenever I click on the delete button, we are making a internal signal, that is nested signal, to true. And whenever the nested signal value becomes true, that particular value is getting updated with a text decoration. When there is a change in the delete value, then it is making something like a text decoration change, and whenever this is deleted is true, it is making a line through and none if it is not. So let me go into the browser and show you a demo. So whenever I'm clicking on the add random user, it is creating 1, 2, 3 users, and whenever I click on this delete user, so it has deleted this value, and when I click this, it is striking this particular record, and if I click this, it is striking this particular record. This is our agenda for this example. Now there is a lot of logic over here. We are just using a user and we are using a nested signals, and we are creating a users and finding the index and then updating the particular nested signal. So instead of doing this, how we can make it very simple? So let me use a create store. Instead of using a signal, I'm just using a create store value, and this store value we need to get it from SolidJS/store. So let me go here and from SolidJS/store value, and we need to get something like create store. Now we have created a store, and when we don't need this signal and we need to get the value, that is the previous values, we can get the previous values and add the new value to it, something like this. So now let me use is deleted, and the deleted property, let me use it as false by default. So let me give a comma over here. So whenever I'm adding a new user, I'm making this is deleted as false. Now let me remove all this commented code. We don't want anything like this. And whenever we are utilizing it, let me use only the value from the users, and we will be getting a user, and that user will be having is deleted, but this time is deleted is a property, not a signal. So I have removed that braces, and let me save this. Now what we need to do is whenever I click on add user, it has to add a new user for us. Let me go here, click this. It is giving error, users is not a function. So where we are using this here. So let me remove this users off. That is, it is not acting like a getter function. Instead, it is acting like a normal array. Let me go here, clear this off and reload. Click this. You can see Psi1, Psi2, Psi3. Everything is working fine. Now, whenever I click on delete, it has to update these users. So how to update? Let's see that. Instead of using like this, like user.set deleted, what I'll do is I can use something like set users, and this set users will receive a callback function where it will receive the user, and whenever my user dot id is equivalent to my id, the id which we are passing, then we have to update the state. So let me remove all this. So now what it will do is this set users will iterate with the users, and it will find the ID. Whenever the current ID is equivalent to the user ID, then it will go and it will update whatever you want. For example, I want to update is deleted property. So let me use is deleted property, and what it has to update? It has to update to, by default, it has to update to true. It is very simple. Instead of writing all that conditions and stuff, we are checking the condition. Whenever this condition is true, then that particular property will be updated with the third parameter, whatever we are passing over here. So let me save this, go here and just reload. Now click on this, it got added. When I click on this, it is telling that is deleted is not defined. So what is this is deleted not defined? So let me use a property over here. Let me save this and reload. Click on this and click on this. You can see here it was striked off, striked off and striked off. If you see here, we are not creating any nested signals. It is very simple array, and we are not updating with looping of all the array values. Instead, the set user itself, it is taking care by writing a condition and updating a property. So now this set user is a create store setter method. So this setter method will help us to update a value directly, to update a value by using a callback function, and to update the value based on the condition. So we can use any of this, and whenever we are matching with the condition and that condition is true, then only this particular property will get updated. So that's about your delete user by ID. And if you see the code, it is very clear, like add user is just adding it and delete user is just updating the array, and it is making our values 2 and it is updating our UI wherever it requires. So that's about your advanced create store, and how this create store will help us in our logics instead of writing nested reactivity nature or nested signals. So we have avoided all our nested signals over here. This helps us very better and to write the code in a easy fashion with an high performance. So that's about your create store. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.